Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I am here with an exciting guest, Luis Sottil. How are you, Luis?
Very well, Erin. Thank you for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So you are originally from Mexico, but now live in Texas.
That's right.
What are you doing here in Utah?
Well, Thomas Anthony Gallery, it's the very first official show I've ever had since I started painting with the Naturalismo process that I created 30 years ago. So it was very suitable to talk to my dear friend Tom and Caroline Broski about doing a show to commemorate the very 30-year anniversary as of this month where it all started. So I'm delighted to be here. They're terrific people. And we have had an amazing relationship throughout the years. So I am here with an open smile and just thrilled to be here.
Well, 30 years, that's a long time.
It is a long time. It's a process that's brought me a lot of joy because my passion has been painting and animals. So when I decided to combine the two, I wanted to create a jargon that spoke of the emotions of nature's beauty, not so much for what nature looks like, but for what it feels like. So in the process of venturing out through different photographic safaris, underwater expeditions, and being involved in the environment where the different subject matters coexist with one another, I realized that there is so much to learn from nature and animal behavior. So many exemplary virtues that humanity strives to pursue are innate in nature. It's in the DNA of so many animals, like compassion, loving without conditions, just perseverance, and you name it. I was captivated by not only the beauty and how it uplifts your spirit when you are in the presence of these magnificent sceneries, but the fact that there is so much to learn from the animal world. So Naturalismo, 30 years of that process, has gotten me here, and I'm just very excited to be able to celebrate it with two of my favorite people in the art world.
I love that you're so passionate about it and you bring both the art world and then some of the nature into it.
Yes.
But tell me a little bit about the Naturalismo process. I mean, this painting here is gorgeous, and the paints that you use are very unique.
Well, the number one ingredient in the Naturalismo process is the fact that all of the colors in the compositions that you see throughout the collection that we're presenting tonight and anywhere, the most important fact is that they are all natural pigments. These are colors that are derived from vegetable dyes, mineral dyes, insect inks, and overall, the effect of being translucid, luminescent, iridescent is completely different from what we as humans can create in the laboratory. These values of these natural pigments give me the opportunity to speak of what nature really felt like when I was studying that particular subject in its natural habitat. So different than using man-made colors that do not necessarily have this particular values in terms of hues and in terms of the emotion that you're able to evoke by using natural pigments.
So you're doing something that not very many other artists do, which makes you so unique.
I'm having, yes, it is unique, but mainly I'm having a blast being able to give voice to what it feels like to be surrounded by this magnificent gift of nature that we all as humans have such easy access to, but not necessarily always take advantage of it. So I bring it to a nice form, hoping to uplift the enthusiasm of people's lives, and it's just a positive message of nature's beauty overall.
And that's so important, especially right now. And if you would like to view more of your work, you can visit Thomas Anthony tonight and tomorrow. So you will be around, so if anyone wants to speak with you about your pieces.
I believe that the show tonight is from 6 to 9.
Yep.
And tomorrow it's going to start early in the afternoon until 9 o'clock as well. So
wonderful.
We're going to be around with a lot of enthusiasm celebrating those 30 years.
So on top of that, I want to make sure we touch on what you were doing yesterday at Primary Children's Hospital.
Right.
So you're here for Hearts of Hope as well.
That's right.
And tell me a little bit about that.
Well, actually, that is my very favorite thing to do as an artist. And that is to, well, it all starts with the notion that we're here to make this world better than how we found it. And as an artist, I realized 10 years ago, because Hearts of Hope is a 10-year-old project, I realized that there is an amazing ability for children to express emotions through color. So I thought of going to the different hospitals throughout the United States and Mexico, finding children that are afflicted with serious health conditions, from leukemia to perhaps an organ transplant. And what these children have to endure is amazingly inspiring, and the courage that they confront their challenges in life. Perhaps many of them are going through the most incredible battle of their entire lives. It's such a burden that I like to bring to them an opportunity to escape for just a few minutes, a few hours, by expressing what they want to do when they grow up. And paint it inside of a heart. So what we do is I ask him, what is it that you think you've been thinking about that you want to do when you get well? This process, it's such a magical transformation. How the child takes this very seriously, and in front of their mothers and parents and brothers and nurses and doctors, they see this transformation of what the child has been thinking all throughout their medical treatment, that they had no idea. Yesterday we had an amazing child.
This heart here, right?
This is his heart.
So.
His name is Kyler. He's 7 years old, and he wants to be a professional artist assistant when he grows up.
Which is so sweet.
So he painted that. You can tell by the colors that he picked how much joy he was able to express when given the opportunity to express those emotions through color. So I'm definitely convinced that this is the initial seed we are able to plant on the kid's mind, that when you dream with your heart, anything is possible.
I love that, and I love that you're bringing your talents and helping other people that are in need. And art is so therapeutic for so many people. So.
It is such a privilege. It is such a privilege. It's such an honor to be able to get such inspiration by such true little voices that are so enthusiastic about expressing hope, that you walk away with their. You walk away after any of these exercises of joy and color, so uplifted and in such good spirits. You think of life having nothing wrong with it, and it keeps you wanting to move on and see life for what it truly is, which is a fabulous, positive place.
I agree.
Yep.
Thank you so much. And
Absolutely.
Where can we learn more about Hearts of Hope as well as your art?
Well, some of these hearts we're going to have handy this afternoon.
Oh, wonderful.
At Thomas Anthony Gallery. Actually, I am so pleased, honored, and excited that this was heart number 200.
Oh, yes.
What we do with these hearts is I take them to the studio, I paint around them with the favorite animal of each child.
Oh, neat.
And then we auction these hearts to raise the necessary financial resources for the hospital to be able to provide anything each child needs to during their healing process. As you know, cancer and many of these serious medical conditions are very expensive to finance. So at the end of all of that, there is money to be raised that goes back to these kids. The hearts will be on display at Thomas Anthony tonight.
Wonderful.
So it will be a great opportunity for anybody that would be interested to join us and witness what great exercise of joy these little pieces are.
Well, thank you so much again. Make sure
Absolutely.
and visit Luis down at Thomas Anthony tonight,
Yes.
or go to heartsofhope.org. I'm thinking Hearts of Hope online, and you can learn more about the Hearts of Hope.
Or go to the Louis Sottil website, louissottil.com.
Perfect.
And there's an entire section dedicated to the Louis Sottil Foundation, and there you can see the Hearts of Hope.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And we will be right back with more on the Mountain Morning Show.